Unplug the freezer wire from the driver's side of the truck. Push the wire into the hole and close the cover until you hear a click. If you need to fill up the gas tank, make sure to use regular unleaded gas and not diesel. To unlock the doors, insert the key and turn it clockwise a quarter. The lock will pop out and you can turn it back and pull out the key. To unlock the back roll-up door, unlock and remove the large padlock. Lift up the white bar and pull up the door. To unlock the TV hatch, there are two locks. Turn the key counterclockwise a quarter until the locks are horizontal. Pull down on the handle and pull the hatch up. To lift up the chair, push down on the lever and then pull up. You can only unlock the inside cabin door from inside the front of the truck. Unlock the padlock and remove. Pull down on the pin and roll the door to the right. You must open the windows from the inside of the back of the truck. Pull up on the black levers and slide the window and screen to the middle. The TV and soundbar are powered by the inverter. To turn on the inverter, push the button toward inverter and USB. If the inverter starts beeping, turn the truck completely on for 15 minutes to charge the battery. All of the remotes, USB drives, and iPod can be found in a box on the shelf near the freezer. Plug your USB into the back of the television. Grab the soundbar from its box and the remote from inside the truck and head out to set out the TV. The wires for the soundbar can be found under the white cap. Sometimes they fall into the truck. If this happens, push them back through the hole from inside the truck. Plug the power cable and optical cable into the back of the soundbar. While holding on to the power cable, slide the soundbar onto the black brackets. You cannot drive around with the soundbar installed. Please remember to completely remove it and put the wires back into the hole. Plug in the green audio cable to the end of the soundbar. Press power to turn on the soundbar. You do not need to plug in the red and white cables. To use the remote, point it to the back of the TV. Push the source button until you see it highlight the USB as the source and press enter. Arrow down to either photos or videos depending on your media and press enter. Then arrow down to the first photo or video that you would like to play and press enter. Make sure to only have the media you want to play on the USB, as the TV will loop through everything on the USB. For the radio to work, the key has to be in the ignition and turned to accessory. Plug the USB wire into the radio and the other side of the iPod. If you see the black screen with the Apple logo, you will not be able to control the music with the iPod. To switch control over to the iPod, press the band button on the radio. Press the music app and navigate to the playlist you would like to use. Depending on the season, there may be multiple playlists. To get to the main playlist in the music app, press Playlist, Restored Playlists, Everyday Treat Suite, shuffle. Make sure the volume of the radio never goes past 47. Otherwise, the speakers start to make a crackling noise. Turn off the radio when finished. If you are out for a while and are using the radio, turn the truck on completely to make sure the battery does not die. To use the ice cream truck music, turn the box on using the switch. The right dial switches between 8 different sounds, and the left controls the volume of the ice cream music. To turn on the generator and AC, press down onto Prime until the light turns on. Press Start to turn on. Wait 5 minutes for the generator to prime before turning on the AC or heater. Make sure to turn off the generator by pressing down the Off button until you hear the sound die off. The generator is quite loud, so you may not always want to use this. As soon as you park the truck, make sure to plug it back in. When the truck is not plugged in, the freezer will start to warm up. The freezer should last for 8 hours. If you can keep it plugged in at your event, that is always a good idea. Make sure to lock both doors by inserting the key into the lock, turning it a quarter clockwise, push in the lock and turn it back, then pull the key out. The passenger door is more difficult to lock. If it pops back out, it is not locked. Lock the interior door by pulling down on the pin, sliding the door to the left, and using the small padlock. Lock both the TV hatch and the window hatch. Remember only to lock the left lock of the window. Wipe down the inside, remove your trash, sweep if needed. Please return the truck in good condition, just as it was received. Return the iPod, remotes, and USB to the box on the shelf. Close the roll-up door and lock with large padlock. Fill out the invoice and put your check made out to Creative Marketing Solutions, or cash, and the invoice into an envelope provided with Deliver to Heather written on it. Drop the envelope and keys into the mailbox outside the front doors of the Augusta Financial Lyons office. Make sure that the lid is always shut every time you get the ice cream out of the freezer. This is to make sure that it stays cold for the entire time. Please remember that this is a large vehicle. Please take caution when parking it. Only park in areas that have plenty of room to navigate in and out of. If you're not sure if you'll fit, don't try it. Watch for children and be extra careful in shopping centers, near schools, and in residential areas or parking lots. Please observe and follow all traffic laws. Drive the speed limit at all times. The truck is very top-heavy and it requires caution when going around turns and driveways. Thank you for using the Augusta Financial Treat Suite.